Now, I had the worst cabin fever. Bro, nilikuwa na cheesy. I'm thinking I'm in this Nairobi. I can't even chomoka. There's no flight. There's no road. Nothing. I can't do anything. I'm stuck here. And it was like, okay, fine. Mdogo. Being in the house by 7 p.m., by the way, people who had been used to running around up until, the wee hours of the morning. But we had to adjust our lives. For me, probably the biggest blow was the change in income and the change in money and having to readjust how we're going to hustle, okay? A lot of people lost their jobs. A lot of guys took a pay cut. We took a pay cut over here, but the bills remained the same. Rent remained the same. There were no clubs to go activate at. There were no gigs where you were going to make separate money. Social media now was probably the only avenue, and I realized that I probably had to get serious with that. I'd actually almost discredited it. Like, no, I don't really need to find a way to monetize on my social media pages. But one thing that I learned was how to rework my money, how to budget, how to move money around, but amongst other things, how to make money. A lot of people got into different hustles. I saw a lot of guys going into cooking, by the way. Mm-hmm. Cooking must be one of the...
Owago left comedy totally. Owago left comedy.
Akaanza
kupika samaki na kudeliver samaki.
Boss.
Knocking door to door and telling you guys, this is what is left for me.
This is it.
I can't do stand-up comedy anymore.
Yep.
I can't go anywhere. There's nowhere to go.
Kabisa.
So please accept the fact that Owago, who was your comedian,
yes,
now sells fish and I'll be bringing it.
Imagine.
And kaboom, it worked for him. You understand? He went ahead and bought some motorbikes nini so ako na maboda zake na samaki. He was a comedian. Mm-hmm. And his job was heavily night and a night affair.
Sindio, I mean, that was what
comedy,
it was about.
It was night affair.
Yes.
You understand? On my side, I used to do events throughout. You can imagine emceeing all the time.
And the 2020 was going to be full of gigs.
The MC that got you promoted.
Yes.
DJ, the host to the most. By that now, I'd be putting up images, nini, gigs, zimeshika, nini.
My outfit, nini.
I'm telling you, kaboom. Okay. I had to throw myself back to online.
Now, okay,
to YouTube and everything. And that's what I do. I live here, go host my guests, do a bit of charity with it. And that's my new normal.
Imagine.
You get what I mean? Things have changed. I don't know.
Changed.
The last time I held a microphone at an event, when was it? Was when we were opening some hotel, Luko Karen. You remember?
The last time we were on a stage.
Juicy, beat meat and whiskey.
Yes.
Can you imagine?
After a whole year. That was the first time. Unajua paka nilikuwa natetemeka nikishika hiyo mic.
Yani hata ujuse uambie watu.
Unaanza
you get what I mean?
You know?
But things had to change.
Oh yes.
I can imagine the guys of the night, what they are doing now. People who used to depend on gatherings. People
Cream, akaenda Kericho, ako huko kwa
aliama kaenda Kericho.
My gosh.
Anasaidia baba yake kuuza dawa ya ng'ombe. Weekend anakuja Nairobi kupiga kazi.
Anatibu kuku Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Gari Kericho, Nairobi coming.
What were some of the important aspects of your new normal? Life changed significantly, a full 100%. But guess what? You guys are resilient and you adjusted. I want to know the adjustment that you made. Did it help? Did it not? What changed? And have you accepted the fact that this is probably just going to be our way of life moving forward?
Fuel heat highest levels of 122 bob per liter.
Shoot me.
Only to wake up and find out that when petrol lands here, it lands at 49 bob.
But we're paying 122.
So we have, 122 minus 49, that's how much?
That's about another 80, give or take.
Can you imagine? Give or take 80. Can you imagine 80 bob just on taxes and levies and things that we have to pay for?
My gosh.
We don't have a problem paying taxes. You understand? But taxes that you don't even understand.
I would read
Musalia Mudavadi has said, it is outrageous to charge 122 shillings for a product that lands here at 49 bob.
Surely.
It does not make any sense.
We spend more on the taxes than the actual good.
Product. Can you imagine? The product is here at 49. So for you to get it's at 122.
Imefika hapa, it's 49.
Let's say even if we
From
were
here,
to double. Can you imagine? See, let's even just double the price then.
But we have a...
Can you imagine? Utoe mafuta pahali umeitoa. Ipite from the seas everywhere.
Ifike hapa.
Itolewe iland hapa 49 bob. Only for it to be sold to you at 122. What nonsense is this, Mr. President?
But you guys
what nonsense is this, Mr. President?
You guys wanted a BBI.
I've said, what nonsense is this, Mr. President?
How do you think your BBI is going to be paid for? You guys have asked for an expressway mumepatiwa.
This kwani ni mafuta peke yake ndio ilikuwa ilipie BBI? No, ni mafuta peke yake ilikuwa ilipie BBI. So we can't be living like this.
This
Mr.
is ridiculous.
President. This is ridiculous.
You know, I look at it and I'm like, and then you have no
taxes
option.
on petrol, exercise duty, okay, road maintenance levy,
What?
VAT, petroleum development levy, petroleum regulatory levy, railways development levy,
Railways?
Merchant shipping levy,
What?
Import declaration. Can you see all this nonsense?
A pandemic hit Kenya, give or take what? 1 year ago, 3 days, the 13th day of March actually was our first confirmed case. And then everything went left there afterwards. But it's been a whole year. It was a hard adjustment to make, but it's an adjustment that we made. We're going to be catching up on how that's taking you. Do you think you'll be able to go back to normal? Is there even a normal to go back to? Or is this going to be our life?
How have you even readjusted
Hey.
this new normal, you know? Because there's nothing more to expect now.
Oh, yes.
We have to accept that the president, whether he gives us another 90 or 80 days or another 180, we have nothing much more to expect.
Oh,
You
yes.
understand?
Yep.
Like when people were listening this time, they actually knew what the president was going to say.
Actually,
they
yeah.
actually preempted what the president would say.
Yes.
People were saying, it's not going to happen.
Oh, yeah,
He might even tighten the measures even more.
I'm happy he didn't. Thank you so much for that, by the way.
So truth is, this is our new normal.
Oh, yeah.
And our new normal definitely is from this morning, 5 in the morning, the curfew runs off, all the way to 8.
Imagine.
To 8, from 8, 9, 10 Apple, you're already closing down, things already shut down.
We went from
bars by 9, done.
everything.
Eateries done by 9. Deliveries done by 9. Yani, things, and if you have to close by 9, that means by 7, you're already closing.
Imagine.
If curfew is by 10, that means latest by 9, you're already on your way home.
Absolutely.
You get.
We used to sleep at 4 a.m. Sasa by the 9 p.m. tab up.
And the traveling has also changed.
Significantly.
No buses run in the operate in the night.
I'm telling
Nothing
you.
operates in the night.
Hey.
You understand? Marts are at their 60%. That is if kama makanga wenyu alisikia rahisi, lakini sioni makanga wote wa Kenya mwenye anaweza sema bas umeingiza 60%.
Nothing.
Wengine au naendelea na kazi tu. So talk to us.
Things have been very, very different. Who thought that, something like, I watch movies sometimes, Jalango, and it's very weird. And I see people hugging. I'm like, no, don't do that. Or that having a mask would be more important than an ID card.
That's true.
It's actually the full new normal. How are you adjusting to it?
Have you accepted it? Are you running with it?
I'm not.
Huh?
I'm not.
Myself, I've already accepted, and I've had to adjust almost everything to run between latest 8.
Imagine.
Latest 8, 9, I'm done. I don't plan anything past that time. That is something I've got to learn.
Because us, we can't night run like most of you people.
We can't.
You see, a lot of things have changed. We'll be telling you about some of the adjustments that we had to make to our lives, entertainment and otherwise, what it did to the biashara, but most of all is what we want to know is, what did it do to your life? It's been a whole year. If you take a look at yourself, are you seeing some changes? I see a lot of people who are saying, but actually, Kamene have become a much healthier individual. Hii kulala mapema inanisaidia. Hakuna ya kukunywa pombe ati the whole night. No. I'm closer with my family. I started getting into a whole other biashara. Things changed. We want to hear those stories.